Wow, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is So Listen Dr. Radio, bringing you guys a brand new show. What's good? What's good? Shout out to the people on YouTube. Shout out to the people on Facebook. Shout out to the people on motherfucking Beagle. You read the title. If you read the title on Facebook and YouTube, I didn't change it on Beagle because I didn't start my live. But the title is A Husband Runs Over His Wife. A husband runs over his wife, killing her. I know I have the title Husband Runs Over by Husband. I'm sorry. I don't know why they did that, but the title should be Husband Runs Over Wife, Killing Her Instantly, and we're going to understand why. Now, a young lady of mine is in that town. She's in that city, and she actually sent me the story and said, Doc, you won't believe this shit. A husband runs into his wife, killing her at a bank. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, that clearly didn't happen. And she like, yeah, it clearly did. So here go the story. I'm going to give you guys the story. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. And we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Well, we have some breaking news to tell you about. A domestic homicide investigation is unfolding in Montgomery County. A mother is now dead and a father is now in custody. This happened outside of a bank in the Colesville area of Silver Spring. And Fox by Sierra Fox was first on the scene, and she joins us now live with the details. Sierra.
Police say that a husband ran over his wife in this Capital One Bank parking lot behind me around noon. Just take a look at this unfolding scene here along New Hampshire Avenue in Silver Spring. Police tell us a 59-year-old woman went into the bank to take care of some business, and when she came outside, they say he first slammed into a front column of the Capital One Bank, then ran over his wife before knocking over a light pole in the parking lot, which the vehicle is still stuck on top of. No one was in the SUV, and the suspect is in custody, being questioned by investigators. Right now, family is being notified, so at this time, the name of the victim has not been an argument or fight prior to the wife being killed, and it's not clear what led up to this deadly incident. Just to express the magnitude of the scene out here, a woman just approached me and asked, is this a movie? Is a movie being shot here? Now, police do want the community to know there is no threat, and this was an isolated incident, and they tell me they will remain out here for the next couple of hours. Back to you.
All right, that is...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, that happened. And I want to ask you guys, what do you think about it? In all seriousness, I wanted to make a joke about it, but it's no joke. Make the joke about it is because the lady asked, was it a movie scene? And I'm like, clearly it's not. It could be a movie scene if a truck is in. Her body was still underneath the truck when the lady asked that question. So it could be a movie scene out of a movie, but it's clearly not a movie, and there's nothing to joke about. But I want to ask you guys a question. What up, Campbell? I want to ask you guys a question that's always asked when a woman snaps. And, you know, that TV show called Snap. I want to ask y'all a question that they always ask her when she snapped. It was a movie, right? Exactly. I want to ask y'all a question when the show come on Snap, and she always snaps. I want to ask you a question. Was he hurt? What did she do? What did she do to him? Did she cheat on him? Was he battling with issues? Was he battling with self-esteem issues and depression? Was he tired of her shit and just wanted to end it all? He had to be going through something to kill his wife. He clearly had to be going through something, ladies and gentlemen. He took it out on his wife. Why would he do that, ladies and gentlemen? Why? I really want to know. I sincerely want to know. Why would he kill his wife? I mean, maybe he needed to come see Doc. Maybe, you know, shout out to the people that's in the building. I see your love. Angel Cakes in the building. What happened? I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. What happened to this guy to make him snap and kill his wife with a vehicle? Because that's what we would be asking a woman if she did it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. We wouldn't be calling this man names. like they doing on the website. We would be calling this man a coward, like they saying on the website. We would be asking her any question. Was he abusive? Did he abuse you? That's what we would be saying, right? So why we can't do it with this man? Oh, I know why, because he's a motherfucking man. And y'all don't give a fuck about when men go through what they go through, right? If you look at it, what the comments are saying on this news story underneath on YouTube, you should look at the comments. He's a coward. He took the easy way out. He didn't have to kill her and blah, blah, blah. But if you listen to someone who knows her, he might have had a point why he wanted to kill her. And I'm not advocating men kill their wives. That's not what I'm saying. But the story goes like this. On December, I want y'all to read it with me. On December 22nd, the name of Joseph Robertson went to his Alabama house and met his wife. It was his week to spend time with his son. It was his week to spend time with his son. Like talking about it. The young man reported telling his wife that you're going to do this to me again. You're going to take my son away from me on this holiday again. He said, you had him last Christmas. It is my turn to have him this Christmas. We already discussed that. She reported to say that she said that he said, this is what he's saying to the reporters. Nobody knows this is true. This is what he said to the cops after he got arrested. We don't know if it's true, but this is what he said. And he has a witness that said his sister-in-law, her sister said that that's true. But she said, and he said, the sister met a new guy and he wanted his son. She wanted her son to meet her new guy. But the husband wanted his family to spend time with the son. It's all over children. All over children. A lot of these people play games with the children. This is the child. The child. Like, I want the child. No, I want the child. It's like a fucking game. Like a frisbee game. Oh, I want the child. These children are not games. They are not games, bro. They shouldn't be games with her son. And the result, she's dead. And I want y'all to understand something. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not. But when you are taking a child away from his father, a real father, hurts. It hurts. These bitch ass niggas that see their kid every once in a while, when they can, or when the mom wants him to let him, and then he go there and spend like an hour with the child, and then he bounce. That nigga, he deserves what he get. But this child, hurt that man like that, and he took her life. Not only was that the only thing, statement, they are married. And he said, I've been sleeping in the other room for the last 2 years. Have not gotten sex or intercourse with my wife in the last 3 years. She had met a guy and refused to give me any. We were going through a trial of separation. And a lot of people don't understand what that trial of separation is. You're not separated and you can go fuck somebody else until the separation is done. People think being in a trial of separation means that we ain't fucking and we ain't together. I can still go get my rocks off. That's not what that means. Unless the trial of separation is done. If the judge said y'all gonna have a trial of separation, that's what I think it means, because that's what my uncle told me. If I'm wrong, let me know. Because you got married people in the building. If I'm wrong, let me know. That's what I thought it was. Maybe that's wrong. That's what I thought it was. Y'all ain't divorced. I don't know. Because the divorce not final. Maybe that's, I don't know. Tell me if y'all know. Don't you start with the man. I see you cooking. I see you. I ain't talking to you right now. We get the bait. This is just the news, love. This is just the news as I think it, and I give it. All I'm saying is, it would be different. It don't take my word for it. Go to YouTube and go look at the comments. The comments is basically saying he's a bitch ass nigga for what he did. They had a woman that killed her husband by running her over. You go look at the comments. The comments said maybe he was abusing her. I think me and you even watched that last year, and we was talking about it, and we was like, damn, that's fucked up. What happened? And I think we all was saying, like, that's fucked up. Maybe he was abusing her, whatever. We don't say that when it comes to men. It's my only thing. Now, one story is not every story. But if you look at the comments on there, and you look at the comments on hers, it says a totally different. Think that way. Maybe you think that it's crazy that happened and we will have sympathy for him. But you are not the person across the street from me. You're not the person around the corner. You're not the person in. They think clearly on this YouTube, they clearly think something different. Because if you look at the comments, just look at the first 5 comments. Let's look at the first 5. He's a piece of shit for what he did. He's a coward. He didn't have to do that. He could have took his own life. Why he have to take hers? A woman. This is a woman. See, it's always the small-minded niggas that take their women's lives. She had children. He rot in hell. Now go back to hers. The woman who killed her husband in the supermarket, running him over. Not only did she run him over once, she ran him over. Went back and reversed the bitch, ran him over again, ran back and reversed the bitch, ran him over again, and stood there and said, call the police. We gave her an award. They damn 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. Exactly. You know how many? That's reverse, going forward, reverse. That's like 9 times she ran him over. If you think about it, 3 times. 3 times. No, that's more than 9. Yeah, they're 9 times. 9 times she ran him over with the fucking car. If you think about it, because back and forward, that's twice. We gave this bitch an award. Maybe he was abusing her. Maybe he was, woo. I even said the shit. Maybe he was abusing her. And I'm the nigga that take her for men. And I said the shit. So all I'm saying is just be fair, bro. And that's the reason why the show is even around. It's not because men snap all the time. It's women snapping. And we made a whole show about it. Come on, man. No 6, 9, no 6. I know I'm reading. Right, just go read it. Just go read the comments. I'll take my word. Go read the comments. People saying all kind of negative shit about this man. And all I'm saying is, fair is all I'm saying. But the report says that the man told the police department when they did his interview, he said he didn't lie. He said, I killed her because she took my son away, in his words. He said, I killed her because she was trying to take my son away with a guy that she met. And he felt like he had nothing to live for. So he said he was going to take his own life at the end. I want y'all to understand something. These men, I said it on my last show, and I'm going to keep saying it. These men are getting tired of putting up with bullshit. We get put in this world, and we put up with man. First of all, if you're a man like me in the black community, they tell us we cannot cry. You can't be sensitive. You can't be crying. You gotta be tough. So when we raise that way, we hold our feelings in. And then when they get to the point that we can't express our feelings, not even with our mate, without them calling you a bitch. I had a girl that I was crying about my brother being killed. And I had a girl that I was with. She clearly told me I was a coward because I was crying about my brother dead. That my brother was dead. You know, I ain't with that bitch no more. But at the end of the day, she said I was a coward. Exactly. You say not exactly. A man cannot cry. A man cannot cry. If you cry, you will be. But women can cry all day, and we just go over there, put our hand around it. What's going on? You okay? You okay? You okay? You need some towel? You need some tissue? You okay? It's gonna be okay. We encourage our girls when they men cheat on them to go out and fuck another man. That's what we do. We tell our girlfriends, adios. Boys, I know my boys for sure that I used to grow up with. If my girl cheated on me, you know my boys gonna tell me? They ain't gonna tell me go fuck another bitch. They gonna tell me, man, she ain't even all that good. She ain't me, you no good anyway, brother. You can do better than that. You know, don't be sitting in this house crying all night over this bitch. That's what they gonna tell me. Cause that's your boys. They not gonna tell you like the girls. Go slash his tires. Go break his window, girl. Go throw a rock. Wait, what? I'm gonna throw a rock at his window that he has to drive in? His car? That's what y'all like to do. What man ever did that? Wait. What man ever did that? If you can find him, point him out, let me know. I haven't seen one. Not that it didn't happen. I haven't seen one. Show me. Prove me wrong. I haven't seen one. But in closing, this man said he was going to take his own life. He said he regret doing it, but he regret. That's a nigga that had his mind made the fuck up. He said, I regret doing it, but I regret not doing it sooner. When you take these men children who give a fuck about their kids, I want y'all to understand something. When you take these men children who really give a fuck about their kids, not the stepdad on the weekend dad that come get his kids every once in a while to go get them a haircut. A father, my nigga. A father. My dad. My adopted dad. I'm going to give y'all some of my tea. My stepdad, my adopted dad, cheated on my mama with his first wife. That's how my little sister Tracy became here. Not only did he cheat on my mama, I wasn't in that house at the time. Because if I was in that, I'm sorry, he would have got beat the fuck up by us. But nonetheless, he cheated on my mama with his first wife, got her pregnant. My mama kicked his ass out. He's such a dad with his two children. This nigga said, this is what my dad did. And we've respected him ever since because he did that. This is a real father. This is what my daddy did. Shout out to Stephen Wade. This is what my daddy did. That I cheated, I did that. Not only that I cheated on you, I made a baby behind it. This is what my dad did. Shout out to the real ones that know my dad, Stephen Wade. This is what my dad did. My dad said, you know what? I can leave. I'll leave. My dad went across the street, knocked on the neighbor's door, and asked that neighbor, he said, hey, man to man, pimp to pimp. He told us this story, and I'm like, you didn't say that shit. But this is what he said. Man to man, pimp to pimp. You know I've been staying next to you for years, right? He said, yeah. You know my wife. Yeah. He said, I'm going to ask you a favor. It's a big favor. It's a real big favor. What is the favor? He said, I can't see myself being away from my kids for this long. I can't. He had 2 children at the time. Nobody else was there. But his 2 children, Steven and Nicole, shout out to them. Shout out to my big brother and my sis. They were there. Nobody else was there. Not me, not Cerulli. My mama wasn't even doing that yet. She wasn't even doing adoption yet. She wasn't even thinking about doing that. It was just her 2 children, Steven and Nicole. My dad said, I can't see myself being away from my kids this long. Because Tammy, she clearly don't want, she don't want me back. She clearly ain't gonna want me back. I had a baby on her. My dad said, how much would you charge to let me rent your house? And the man was like looking at him because I asked the man. My dad told us to go ask him. We went out there. We said, Mr. Joseph, did my daddy pay for you? My daddy, he's like, yeah, your dad. He said he had a puzzled look on his face like, wait, what? Hey, wait, what? He said, Steve said, Joseph, I ain't playing. How much would you charge me to rent your... Man, he said, how long you need it for? He said, I don't know. She pissed off. She might, you know. My mama made this man. My mama made this. Tammy, you're a fool for that. I just want to say, rest in peace, love. You're a fool for that. This lady made this man wait 4 years before he came back home. 4 years. He rent that man place out for 4 years. Across the street from his house. That's a fucking father. That's a father. Not only did he rent the house across the street from his house. Every day he was there to go pick up his son and children from school. Every day. Brought them home. My mama didn't have to stop her because she had that man that was there. He didn't say, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna go fuck another bitch for 4 years. That's a father. That's a father. And he got OG status in the hood for that. He got OG status in the hood for that. That's a father. Shout out to Steve Wade in the building, man. I appreciate your daddy. Because you doing that gave Tammy the will to go out and do what? Be an adopted mama. That's what Tammy did. If it wasn't for you cheating, and my mama said that honestly. She really said that. She really said that. You cheating, Steve, was the best thing that you could ever do for Tammy. For adopting. Because of what you done to her, to give her the drive to do that, she became an adopted mom. And guess what happened years later? I wind up with Tammy. Ain't that some shit? Guess what happened years later? He wind up there first. I wind up there later. Guess what happened? Me and my brother were best fucking friends like this now. Because one nigga, my dad, took his dick and stand up for that and admitted that he did it. He admitted that he did it. He admitted that he did it. He stood next door to his wife and his children for 4 years without complaint. That's a motherfucking man. If that ain't... Shout out to my nigga dad. Shout out to my motherfucking daddy, man. Shout out to you for doing that. Because you're the reason why I'm even was in the house, man. If it wasn't for you, mama wouldn't even wanted to do that shit. To be honest, she probably wouldn't even wanted to do it. She really wouldn't have. And not only did you do that for me, you did it for countless of children who needed a place. He needed his motherfucking roses. My dad needed his roses. He every type of person in the book. He can get ugly. He can get ugly with you. He got his ways. But I would never fucking forget what you done for me, man. Never. In a million years. Because when my mama asks you what you think about Jermaine, I listen to your conversation. You say, yeah, we're going to adopt him. Not only did we going to take him in, you're going to adopt me. And then my family, my real family fought. We're not about to let you adopt him. My mama, my biological mom, I don't know what the fuck she was. They had to pay money, serious money, to get me to be adopted. And I respect you for that, Steve, because you put your money where your mouth was. I respect that, love. I really do. From the bottom of my motherfucking heart, Stephen Edward Wade. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Stephen Edward Wade Sr. I love you, bro. I really do. And that's a real father. Other than that, man, I appreciate everybody that came through. Thank you guys for coming through. Don't come through and just like, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You might as well. You already here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like the channel. And go follow my other channel called DeeDee&cecetv TV. And go follow my other channel called StikkNation Studios. And go follow the other feature channels on the channel called StikkNation Cookie Baby. Go ahead. To my girl, April's channel, Dead Dies, on the fucking TikTok and on Facebook. Go ahead and subscribe to my nigga channel on Beagle as well. Go ahead and check us out on Beagle at StikkNation Talent Agency, www.sticknation.com. Go check us out if you want to become a host. We got number time and it's ticking. Bring yourself over here, come make this money. If you're a serious host and you want this money, come make your money, man. Let's get it. I appreciate everybody in the building. Thank you, guys. I love you. I love you. I'm out, man. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. All right, Cream. I'm about to go edit this video.